Come on, internet, please work. I can never tell when it's okay, I think we're going. Okay, and I'm trying to make sure that we're not too loud. Whoops, that's louder. Maybe like right here. My YouTube people, does that sound okay? Like, is it too hot or is it good? Feels a little weird. I'm like hunched over. Does it sound okay? I think it's okay. I'm like watching the audio. I just don't want it to be the last show is way too loud. It was like really hot and I did not like that at all. Okay, good. Okay, boy, do I have a lot to tell you guys because in the amount of time from the last episode to this one, so much has happened. So much. And this is really weird because it says that I have 0 viewers on, but it's okay for you guys. Okay, good. I like need the volume to turn on. Hold up. We're just going to adjust this just a little bit. Okay. So I don't consider this early. If I have my choice, I would be in bed by like 10 or 8:30. Pretty sure Grace is already asleep, which is kind of why I brought Scooby in here again and have a lot of light in this room because weird stuff keeps happening. And this time Grace isn't waiting for me to go to bed and I'm here alone and I'm just kind of like, we need to scoot down a little bit. But I'm like, we need a little bit of light here. So for those of you who don't know, and if you get scared easily, you should probably not listen. Weird stuff keeps happening in our house and I'm highly convinced it's haunted or it's weird because nothing like this truly happened until Mopsy, but it wouldn't make sense how a dog could do it. So I don't know, but I'll tell you what's been going on. So weird things, like things keep going missing, specifically in this room. And at least Scooby's in here, but like it just keeps happening. Like the other day, I made a TikTok and I was like, I was on a meet and greet and the battery in my camera got missing. Like it just went gone. Like we couldn't find it. I was freaking out. Oh my God. I'm freaking out right now just thinking about this. I was freaking out. Scooby. Okay. We're not even talking about it because I'm already freaked out. We're done. Nope. Scooby's already acting weird. Okay. Next topic. Maybe one day in the daylight, I will go over this. Scooby Cooper. Stop it. He's like looking at the ceiling. We're not even touching this. Okay. Anyway. Grace, if you're awake and watching this, please come upstairs. Come sit on the couch. Oh boy. Okay, so anyway, I'm sorry, I'm freaking myself out right now. Let's talk about what Grace and I did for 2 hours today. So we ordered a new bed and a new mattress, and it came in at 8 o'clock this morning because they ever so kindly came in the butt crack of dawn. And the guy was supposed to like bring it to the driveway, right? And I actually thought like if I said, hey, can you set it in the garage, he would do it. Futurama's missing again. Guys, I need like someone to message me that because I worry about everything. But anyway, I asked him to set it in the garage and he wouldn't. So he literally sat a couch up like this because we traded our couch or got a new couch and sold our other one. It was sitting up like this. He propped the mattress against my car and put the bed frame in the bushes, which it made no sense, but whatever. So me at 8 o'clock in the morning, wiggled my way all the way, like all the stuff into the garage. And I called Grace and I was like, I don't know how we're going to build this. Like, first off, Grace is better at building things than I am. Like, I'll give it to her. Like, I can't build anything worth a crap. That table back there, if you move it just a little bit, it falls. And that was a Maddie build from IKEA. Like, I need a new desk, but I don't know how I'd build it. Scooby, I need you to stop needing attention. Scooby, go. But I'm not good at building things. So we decided we were going to build the bed today, an hour before I did this. And it was very interesting. We got the hard part done before we went on live so we could duke it out and fight before. No, I'm just kidding. But we started building it and it was actually a lot harder than I think both of us thought. There's a lot of screws, a lot of like little things you got to tie in together. And then at one point, I really think that like I did it wrong and I thought the bed was going to collapse, and then we couldn't get the mattress through the door, and then we can get the mattress downstairs so what's different about our house is that we have 3 bedrooms upstairs And then we have a basement. And so we moved our bedroom to the basement last summer because we were like, it's huge and it has a better bathroom. Like the bathroom downstairs is like a huge walk-in. It's super nice. And it's just amazing. So we were like, okay, we're going to move down there because we have this huge TV down there as well. We couldn't get the mattress down. It was rough. And then we shoved it and it went flying down the stairs. And everyone on Grace's Live almost watched Grace get smushed live on by a mattress. But we finally got it. And that was an interesting ordeal. I gotta start doing these in the morning. Being in here alone at night, I'm not really superficial, but I am mildly freaking out because okay, this is what I'm talking about. That light, I don't know if that was on a minute ago. The one that's changing colors, I didn't turn that on. Jesus, no. Like, we're about to end this show right now. At this moment, Maddie got utterly freaked out. Okay. Where do we want to go from here? The point where Maddie has a mental breakdown on camera or runs out like a little 5-year-old baby? Because it is a full moon and I can literally see it from where I'm sitting. So I went to Best Buy today and the guy was like, what are you here for? And I was like showing him my setup for this. And he thought I was crazy. He's like, I feel like you're making this harder than you need to. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. And so we're just like talking about how I was going to like fix this setup, but I'm still like trying to figure out how like to do this area. And like, I need to get this gone. So if anyone has any ideas on like storage areas that are pretty, this is what I want it to be, like right here, just like all this crap gone. Because it looks bad on camera, but in person it's organized. And it's so weird. But it is. So I don't know how much you guys pay attention to my TikTok, but we're doing something for Christian, who's an 11-year-old boy who's battling cancer up here in Kansas City. And I have a request for you guys, and I've put it out on a couple social medias. I haven't put it out on my big one yet. I'm kind of scared with the response I'm going to get of how many. He has surgery next week, and so we are making him a video. And I've asked everyone to hold a sign up, write him like a positive letter or note, like you got this or you're strong, something like that, and hold it up and take a picture and have someone take a picture of you so that it's not backwards. And then I am going to make like a slide, like a quick TikTok with everyone's pictures in it so he can read it and just kind of give him a little bit of encouragement, because I tried to do his dance 2 days in a row and I can't get this hand thing to like, no, there was a TikTok that was like, I can't get it. When it comes to my hands, I truly can't get it. Y'all better not even freak me out over here. Like, don't even tell me to look behind me, that you're watching the background. That's a no. I'm already freaking out on the inside, but I'm trying to play it off. So I went to the sunflower fields the other day, and so Grace and I are supposed to have our pictures done there this weekend. But it was so nice because with COVID, we don't have anything that's like normal. We have nothing that's just like there for us, you know, that, I mean, we always during the summer and the fall spend a lot of time at the amusement park. And so that's been closed. And so that's been the one thing that kind of like, you know, got us to slow down on Becoming the Cameron's vlogs, is because we used to vlog there all the time, which Becoming the Cameron's vlog will drop in 2 days. Just a little promo there. But the parks have been closed. So it's been like really weird not spending all of our time at this lame amusement park Kansas City has. So we've been trying to do different things and just kind of see, but I went to the sunflower fields and it was so pretty, but it was in a different area. So that kind of threw me off, but it was really pretty. And I did a vlog on it, and I want to do like a coping skill vlog, because sunflower fields, don't you dare move like that. Sunflower fields are super relaxing, and you just see like so many, like hundreds and hundreds of rows of them, and you look out and all you see, and it's so pretty. Where do we find them? We live in Kansas. There's a lot of those around here, those and cows, but you just see pretty sunflowers. So if you haven't watched that vlog, it's literally me. I talk for the first 4 minutes, and then I just give you relaxing music with like sunflowers over and over and over. And I really like it. I thought it was pretty cool. But if anyone has like anything they want to see in Kansas City, I'm totally down to doing more of those. That was actually a request someone had, was if I went there to film like a vlog. So what I did was I got B-roll of all the flowers, but then I sat the camera down, turned my mic up as loud as I could, and then let you for 10 minutes watch what was happening and listen to like the kids playing and like the wind and the birds chirping and the parents talking. Like I just left it as if you were, okay, I'm about to quit because people are trying to freak me out in the comments. Whoever Susan is, I'm gonna need you to leave. I'm not even kidding. I'm already freaked out and I'm trying to tough it out for you guys, but if you're gonna freak me out and tell me there's someone in the room with me or there's a reflection or stuff like that, I'm gonna bop out because that stuff scares the crap out of me. I'm not even kidding. Like, one day I might be able to. All right, Susan's getting kicked. Bye, Susan. I'm like genuinely like freaked out because people keep like trying to make me scared. I don't do this. This kind of stuff freaks me out. I don't even go on ghost hunts. I shouldn't have ever said anything because I know Grace is watching downstairs, or she's like going to try to watch, and I'm just like waiting for her to like come in and try to scare me, and then I'm going to scream. I really can't do this. Like, can we get Susan off of here? How do I block someone on YouTube? This kind of stuff legit scares me. So, also, that's me, first off. That's a reflection of me. But if you guys are going to, like, continue to try to scare me, I'm a bippity-boppity back the fuck up out of here and yeet myself out of the studio. Back to what I was saying because I lost track. I'm going to Chicago in a couple weeks, and I'm going to be collabing with some of your favorite people. Not all of them. I'm keeping one a secret, unless you were on Grace's live yesterday, and I accidentally leaked it because I didn't know she was on a live, and I was on a Zoom with the people I'm meeting. But I'm meeting with Olaf, and she does like the camp counseling kind of stuff. And then I'm meeting with Allison, who does like parodies, and they're both freaking great. And we've been playing this for a little bit. So we're going to go hang out there and do some TikToks and film YouTube. And then I'm actually staying with my best friend, who's actually my maid of honor. And so we're going to get lunch and hang out. But I'm really excited because I want to explore the city. The last time I went to Chicago, it was not the best. It was kind of a weird situation. So I'm really excited to go back, just see the city, explore, vlog around, have fun. Olaf and Allison and I, we all did a Zoom together a couple days ago, and it was really fun. And they're like two amazing people because they're two people where I just clicked with. Like sometimes you make friends after like talking to them for a little bit, getting to know who they are, like stuff like that. And we all just like hit it off. I think I messaged them both privately, and I was like, oh my God, I love your stuff. And they're like, oh my God, we love your stuff. And then we just started talking. And I was like, we should make a group chat because everyone on TikTok has group chats, and I don't really have a group chat. I mean, I have one, but like I want more. And so we all became pretty good friends, and we hop on each other's lives and stuff. But I'm really excited to like meet them in person and collab, and I have a lot of cool ideas for Chicago, so it'll be really fun to go out there and just explore the city. I'm excited because tomorrow I have Bella and I have Emma, so I've got to figure out what we're going to do with them. I need desk ideas, so if you guys like see any cool desks you like, because my desk is tiny right now, and it's really not like vibing with me. I actually feel like more stressed when I'm in the studio on this desk because it's so tiny. I accidentally knocked my computer monitor backwards, and I thought I broke it today. So, like, I just need more space. Thank you for reporting her. Sorry, I don't usually, like, freak out over this stuff, but lately this has really, like, freaked me out. So, I just don't do that. I am ready for Christmas. I'm very ready for Christmas. I actually reposted a picture the other day, and it was my back screen on my phone for like a week and a half of a Christmas tree and snow, because I'm like, can we just skip to the good part of the year? Like, let's just be done with all this COVID crap, even though it's probably going to get worse in flu season. But at least I'll have a Christmas tree and some snow to look at. Oh gosh. Eric, when's the weather report? At this point, we just need the ghost hunters, and I'm going to need you to fly out here. But we're not even talking about that. God, Eric, every time you come on and you say, what's the weather report? I completely lose my train of thought because it cracks me up. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, Christmas. Yeah, I'm ready for Christmas. Oh, but then here's something you don't know about me. So I love lists, right? I love lists and I love ideas and I love like keeping everything in order. And so the back screen of my phone and the front, like the wallpaper and the lock screen are literally my notes of things to do each day, or like, you know, what I need to do or what to do or how to do it. Like I have this whole thing where it's just like, that's what my back screen is. Eric, you just need to come on this little show thing and help me. I'm going to need some sage. Okay, I'll tell it real quick while Eric's here, because I feel like for some reason if Eric's here, then I'm like untouchable. Weird stuff keeps happening and it goes missing, and then all of a sudden it shows up in the middle of the floor, and then lights keep turning off and on without us touching them, and then the dogs keep barking at corners where there's nothing there, and it's just a whole lot of like hell no shit going on right now. So that's it. But I'm mildly freaking out. During the day, I'm okay. I'm at home 9-10 hours a day by myself. Like, during the day, I'm cool. Because I can run out of the house screaming, and I'm like, you know, I'll run into someone. But I feel at night, I'm about to turn into a scary movie that doesn't end well. Which I tried to bribe Grace and be like, can you just sit upstairs with me while I do this? And she went to bed. So, to my right, I have a JoJo dress. And to my left, I have TikTok World. And so, yeah, it's very well documented in case I just go missing tonight. Just blame the dog. I wish there was a dog every time something happened, but it's not. And that's the worst part. Literally, the other day, so the battery went missing, and then all of a sudden it ended up in the middle of the room. And I literally went screaming out of the room to the point of where I freaked Grace out. Okay, we're done, because I'm like freaking myself out again. But yeah, it's not okay. Scooby is, yeah. At least this time he's not going suntanning under my light. Grace was so concerned that he had eye damage. Yeah. I will tell you this. If Grace were to come up and scare me right now, Karma's a bitch, and I will come after you. That's all. Gianna, you guys crack me up when you guys use like the Discord codes. No. But actually, so the bed building went well, but in here we have a lot to do. I want to like redo this area. That area is fine. Like that looks good, but this whole area is, I've got to eat it. Okay. Eric, if you're still in here, I have a question for you. And I literally texted you before this and you answered, but then I went live. Are you part of the TikTok Creator Fund? If so, are your views drastically like not there? Because I was stupid and I was like, oh my God, I joined the Creator Fund and I'm like skyrocketing, you know, followers. And then I realized one of my videos just hit 1 million again, or 500,000 and then 1 million. And I'm like, oh, that's where my followers came from. It wasn't from joining the fund. And then I looked at my views and my views are like really bad. So I don't think he's probably in here anymore. But if he is, that's like my curious question. Because so the past 2 months, I've like barely gained any followers, right? And I was busy, but also I think I screwed my algorithm up because I was posting at really weird times. But then all of a sudden I started getting a ton of followers back again. But it turns out that it was just because a couple of my videos went viral. And now I'm like back to getting like a steady amount. Like we've all talked about the TikTok algorithm. Like there's literally no way to like understand it. But we're trying. But I just can't figure out like, is the TikTok Creator Fund worth it? And should you hold out and wait it out and just let your views tank? Or should I abort the mission and just, you know. Yeah, that's what I've seen everyone say, like, hey, everyone's views are dropping. Like, mine's not, like, a little. It's, like, from 40,000, average. Like, I just don't know where it's going. Yeah, I've had a couple friends go and say, like, hey, like, let's cancel the creator fund. And, like, they got out of it and their views went back to normal. So I'm like, do we do it or do we stay? Like, what do we do? I'm just freaking myself out. It's okay. No big deal. I'm really spacey tonight because I didn't sleep at all last night. Something you guys don't know about me is I have really, 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 really bad nightmares, and they're like flashback nightmares. And so, I wake up in the middle of the night, like screaming. And so the past couple nights, like when I get super stressed or super anxious, they come back. So literally all night, I was awake, but I need to get sleep tonight. So if I seem a little spacey, that's why, is because I have not slept. I didn't sleep more than 30 minutes last night. Grace had a rough night too. But I'm probably going to come back again tomorrow. So we're supposed to have a dance party tomorrow, but since we already did one, so the dance party wasn't supposed to be till Friday, but we wanted to do it because Christian's, treatment was this whole week. So I didn't want him to be too tired for it on Friday. So we moved it up to Tuesday. So tomorrow we might just do another live like this so I can be more like peppy and like awake and stuff, I guess you could say. Because right now I am just like half there. So I'm sorry if this little podcast, whatever you want to call it, sucks tonight. If you're having an allergic reaction, you should probably go to the ER. There's some days where, so I have a weird allergy to wheat, right? So like some days it makes my throat close. Some days I look like Kylie Jenner with my lips. Some days nothing happens. And I can't figure it out. I'm trying to figure out like what's the cause of it. Supposedly it's wheat, but it's like a hit or miss. What time is it? It's 10:53. I'll always do these at 10:30 because I feel like that's a good time because you're like trying to go to sleep, but you can't, where, like it's just a little extra support where, we're all here. Any tips for nightmares? So I struggle with them and it's hard for me to be like, oh my gosh, just do this. Like I have yet to find something that works for me. I have horrendous nightmares. And anytime there's a shooting in public or on the news, it just amps it up so much. And so, I mean, mine are like always like shooting situations and I don't make it out alive in my dreams. And then I wake up when it happens and then I start screaming. And for some reason, I always feel the need to wake Grace up and be like, oh my God, I just had a nightmare. But when I have one, it's continuous until I, get tired enough. So I've kind of like trained myself where like last night I had a ton of nightmares. So I just was like, screw it. I'm going to stay up. I stayed up or whatnot. And tonight I'm going to take melatonin because I know I can sleep in tomorrow. So if I can get into REM or get into like a deep sleep, I tend not to have nightmares, which they originally tried to put me on medicine for it, but it made me feel groggy. So, it's just about finding the right thing. But I've noticed, and this is not medical advice, this is per me, I've noticed that if I'm tired enough or I wear myself out or I don't have 10 coffees and 5 Red Bulls, and I take melatonin, I go into a deeper sleep and it allows me not to have nightmares. But that's just me. But everyone's different. I mean, my therapist used to, before she goes to me, my therapist used to like problem solve and process it with me. But it all comes down to if you have some sort of past trauma and you're diagnosed with PTSD, you're going to continue to have flashbacks and you're going to continue to fight that battle. And for me, it's not necessarily flashbacks. It's more of I only get it with nightmares. And that's where I struggle from. Yeah. It's really tough when you're exposed to stuff like that. And then like, say you're in a shooting, right? And then there's always, like, as sad as it sounds, there's always shootings in the media. And so you're constantly exposed to it. And then there's some that are, like, huge ones. And those get drawn out on the media as they should. But it's, like, that's all you hear about. And that just causes a, like, chain reaction. But see, it's different. So like I only have nightmares with that portion of it. However, with the car wreck, I have flashbacks when I drive, but it's weird because I can snap myself out of it. It's like the only time I have a flashback when I'm driving is when Grace nearly runs us off the road and I just go like this, because the last thing I saw when I had my car wreck was me hitting the windshield. So that's the part I see every time. It's like 2 seconds and it's boom, boom, and then it's like I'm back. And the only time I have those is when like Grace nearly kills us on the highway. Love you. Or someone in front of me slams on their brakes and then I see the red lights abruptly. That really does it too. But like I said, I never put myself in danger or someone else. Like I've never had to pull over because of it. I just go like this, and kind of like snap myself out of it. But I know that a lot of people suffer from PTSD. I wish I have more anxiety tips than I do PTSD tips, because I feel like for me, my anxiety, I've been able to control it and like really lock it down. And, you know, especially with OCD, like really like I wasn't ever diagnosed till I was an adult. I was always just like, oh, it's fine, you know. And then as an adult, I got diagnosed. And by then I was like, well, I already know how to mask it perfectly. And I have really good coping skills, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. But a therapist teaches you, like, other ways to handle it, but I handle it. But for my PTSD, I can't even give you tips on that because I have nowhere near conquered that or understood why it happens or how to control it or anything like that. So when it comes to PTSD, that's why I tend to not talk about it on any of my platforms, is because until I feel comfortable on how I handle mine, I can't give you advice, because what works for me won't work for you necessarily, but what I'm trying to work for me is still not working for me. So you just have to be patient. Eric, I think the TikTok Creator Fund is killing my views like it is everyone else's. And I don't know if I should wait it out or if I should take myself off of it. Please answer. That's what people say all the time. They message me and they're like, da 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 da. Please answer. Please answer. Let's see. I'm trying to read everyone's comments. I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets nightmares, because it was really hard for me to admit it to a therapist that I'm like 26 and having nightmares and I'm terrified and I'm waking up scared at night and crying and screaming in my sleep. And like, then they're like, no, that's PTSD. Like, you're normal. And then a whole new like, oh, opened up. Okay, well, Eric's views are the same. Sorry, not all of us are as cool as you. You are like the coolest, right? Like, I'm just kidding. I would legit change my views. I would switch you in a heartbeat. Here's the thing about, like, it's so funny, like, getting to know someone who does TikTok like I do, like, just seeing how different we do stuff, it's very, like, it's interesting. Like, I would love to sit down with me, Eric, and, like, this will never happen, but me, Eric, Charlie, like, people, big creators, and just see, like, what's everyone's, like, plan with this. Like, I mean, I have my set schedule. I post from 3 to 6 because that's when mine tend to do the best because kids are out of school. And then, you know, I go live at night, but I know that like Grace posts in the morning because that's when her algorithm's the best. So it's like, I kind of want to know, like, does Charlie just post whenever she wants? Or does she have an algorithm? I mean, she doesn't need it. She's got enough followers. She can do whatever she wants. So like, I'd be so interested to have like a round table of like hearing people's like thoughts of what their algorithms are, because I would want it. Let's see. I'm just reading these. Maddie, I saw your picture on Safari from when you were a reporter. Oh my God. It's so funny because that gets leaked at least once a month. Someone will find my old reporting videos and it'll get leaked and it goes around for a while, and I'll see like TikToks or Instagram posts about it and then it'll die down. And then I'll mention it in one of these. I'll be like, oh, I used to be a TV reporter, and I don't know how people find it. It's not even under my name. It's under this fake little name I made in high school so that, you know, no one would find me. And occasionally people find it and it cracks me up. I'm just like, how do you guys find this? Because it's quite embarrassing. So for those of you who don't know, I started being a TV reporter when I was 16, which is how I know all of this like editing and software and like jolly rigging crap. It was because I was a TV reporter. But it's funny because occasionally that stuff resurfaces and I love seeing people's reactions to it. I need to do a reaction video. I feel like that'd be kind of funny to do like a reaction video to my first, TV reporting experience. That would be funny. The admins are the FBI. Very much so. And occasionally someone finds my private Snapchat, the one that I have never given out. And then when Bowie ran away, I put my phone number out and didn't even think about it, but I put it out on Facebook as a public post. And then I forget that people like will find my Facebook and add me on there, and they stole it off of there. And occasionally it resurfaces on TikTok and I'll get a, "Hi, is this Maddie?" And I'm like, "Hey, yeah." And they're like, "Hi." And I'm like, "Deet." But yeah, it's all fun and games until it gets out. I interviewed a bunch of the cool, like, bigger dogs because I worked for several TV stations, but when I was in high school, I missed prom, so I could interview Mitt Romney and Marco Rubio. That was really cool. I still remember my questions because I was so nervous. And they actually trusted a kid to do that, which is pretty impressive. No, I will not do my reporter voice because it's embarrassing. They teach you how to do like inflations and stuff. So here's my thing. If you find my Facebook, don't message me on it. Don't contact. That's like private. But you know what takes balls? And I find this really funny. So I guess I could never do this, but people will just straight up FaceTime me. And it's so weird. I just like that to just FaceTime a stranger. Like some days I answer just for the heck of it and they freak out and they're like, "I didn't think you were answering." And I was like, "You called me. What did you think I was going to do? Like throw my phone and say no?" So I'll answer them. But like I could never have the balls to like call someone I didn't know on FaceTime. Let's see. Let's read more about what the comments are saying right now. Wait, it's really easy to find you because there's a website that says the news stations you were on. What? No. I don't know what website. Like, I'm so intrigued. Like, y'all are like the FBI and you aren't even admins. Like, that's impressive. Because my YouTube name isn't even like connected at all. That's weird. I'm like, literally everyone's adding me on Facebook right now. I just got 5 Facebook requests. And that's not even under my name. How are you finding me, people? You're the CIA. The internet tells everyone. That's scary. Like, I might just take those videos down because I'm kind of tired of those resurfacing because they're kind of like, I mean, I was so little. Oh, shoot. Madison E. found it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I made that in high school because I thought I was going to be like this super ESPN sports reporter until I realized how it really is. Damn. Madison, you win. I about said it when someone was like, "Oh, it's on this website." And I was like, "Oh, I wonder if it's my old Weebly." Nope, you found it. You win. Goodness, I'm impressed with you guys. See, I'm tired. And we have a new bed. And I'm just like, I want to sleep in tomorrow. So I need ideas. I have Bella tomorrow and Emma. And I don't know what to do because everything's closed. So I'm thinking main event or, I don't know. I need to get a stroller for Bella. Because she is a runner. That best have been you. Scooby. Okay, just making sure you're alive. It's called a reverse Google search. You can take the picture of someone and ugh. Okay, let's not Google image my name or Google search it or reverse Uno research it, whatever. Well, but my phone number's changed. My phone number's changed several times since then. Okay, so here's the thing. Our zoo in Kansas City is expensive. It's $25. Like, and everything's shut down. So you're literally paying $25 to walk through a zoo where half the animals are still not out and all of the rides and everything are shut down. It's just, no, thank you. Well, it's funny because, like I said, our neighbors just found out who we were. Like, they were able to connect the picture or the videos that Grace and I do outside our house with us. So Grace was on a live one night and this girl was spamming her account, hey, I'm your neighbor, and we didn't think anything of it. And then one of my admins was like, hey, this girl messaged me. She's actually your neighbor. She can prove it. And I was like, oh, crap. And so I reached out to her and it was her. It was our neighbor. Okay, but does anyone actually know my last name? Because on my social medias, it doesn't say my last name. Like my legal last name right now. I'm curious. Wait, what's expensive? What are you guys talking about? Oh, you're talking about zoos. Did you find your... No, I can't change my phone number on TikTok. They will not answer me. I have done... Oh, shoot. Y'all do know it. How do you guys find this out? I'm so intrigued. How did you know my last name was McDaniel? Like, on what platform did you find it on that it says McDaniel? Because everything says Cameron because that's what our new last name is about to be. Emma and Bella are Grace's sisters. No, I mean, I don't mind if you say my last name. Obviously, it's public information. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm just so curious. It used to... Oh, it did. I'll give you that. It did. It used to be on my old Instagram. Well, the admins know, of course. Spotify and... Oh, okay. So I guess maybe you guys have some actual, like, justification on how you know my last name. So Grace and I... Oh my gosh, you guys seriously stop sending me Facebook requests. I'm not accepting them. I've just been sitting here and they just keep flooding in as notifications, like one by one. They're just like continuously coming in. I love you all, but you have my Instagram and my TikTok and my YouTube. You don't need my Facebook because that's where I rant. I'm just kidding. I don't really post on Facebook anymore because tomorrow we can do one of these and talk about friends. But like through this whole process, I feel like I've lost most of my friends, and it's because they kind of like all showed their true colors. And, you know, this... I'm gonna need some holy water up in here. But through this whole process, I've really learned who my true friends are. And, you know, let's do that. We can do a friend talk tomorrow night because I have some really good examples. If they're making threats on my live, I have to kick them off. I'm not emergency hotline. I'm sorry. I'm not crisis support. This is just a fun live for you guys, but I'm not trained to do live crisis intervention. So someone can send them the hotlines. That'd be great. But no, I don't accept anyone on my Facebook. I mean, I think I have some of my admins on there, but let me have my Facebook